Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge channel, the Snark channel. The funny one where we have some fun, we talk a little bit about things that are funny, I snark, I react to videos, I do all the funny stuff over here that people like. Because I'm leaving the Dad Challenge podcast for things like that are really, really important, that I don't want to muddy the waters with a message, especially when we're coming after the exploitation of kids and all that kind of stuff. So, welcome to this channel. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. We got a ball here, and I got a list. I started making a list of people that I'm gonna throw a ball for. This one's gonna be for I think it's Norn Iron for you. We chat a lot about it in Instagram. She's super nice. She sent me some straws. Love it. And then this one's for you for a t-shirt. Ready? Oh, you get another one. Oh no, you don't. It's gone. Let's go. I've been getting requests for this lady a lot, and I've been mulling about how I'm going to actually do this video, how I'm going to talk about this person, because it's not an easy thing in this world where, how do I say this? Okay, she's a porn star, an ex-porn star who wrote a book and then did a family vlog, and what a weird thing. Now, I don't want to sex work shame people because, you know, do what you're going to do. It's your life. It's your body, your choice. Do what you got to do. This whole narrative has been shifting since, you know, back in the day. It used to be bad to be that. Now it's good. It's all good. Do whatever you want. And so I've been mulling about how I'm going to, you know, introduce to this. Everybody's been asking me to do her videos. So I'm just going to do it with Snark. I'm just going to break her down like anybody else because as far as I'm concerned, what gets me the most about these family vloggers is that they're trying to be this perfect little everything. You got Aaron Williams and you got all these people who have all these problematic pasts coming on and doing family vlogging. And they're trying to show you that family vlogging, look how we do family. And you shouldn't listen to them. That's the problem. And so she's got this one called, Someone Tried to Take My Baby From Me. And since we're talking about Katie Sorensen, then you got friggin' Kendall Rich doing like 5 videos about how many times she had to call the cops, how she stopped a kidnapping but didn't, but actually racially profiled. You got Shannon Rose here. I haven't really looked at the video. I haven't really seen any of her videos. I did Google her name and that was wrong. Had to erase my history after that one. But I don't know. I just feel like that was probably what you shouldn't have done, going to family vlogging after. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. But let's get into it with some Snark. Let's have some fun with it at least. Maybe you guys can let me know below. I know a lot of people are like, into this world, don't ever shame someone for doing what they do. I get it. I get that you want to do this. But can we be real though? That being an ex-star and having a family is probably not the best thing for the future of your children, right? Can we agree on that at least? Let's just say that there are children to consider here, that when you choose that lifestyle, that maybe kids shouldn't be in the thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's a lot of kids out there with parents who have problematic pasts and lots of porn that have kids and all that stuff. What a weird world those kids are going to grow up in because their friends can literally Google their mom doing the things most humans aren't capable of. That's all I'm just going to say, okay? All right, let's get into this video. Let's just dive right in. Sorry.
Hello everyone, it's Shannon Rose, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing...
Wearing a blanket. That's nice. Is it cold or are you naked?
Story time. Please excuse what I look like. I know you're probably like, Shannon, why didn't you like
pumping milk? Why don't you just... Okay. Yeah, okay.
For starting this story time, I'm telling you my life is so chaotic right now. I don't have time for anything. I'm making it work. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm pumping.
This is a real question. I'm not shading people who have tons of plastic surgery because clearly she's completely plastic. Like, if you're going to do plastic, it makes you happy. I'm not shading her for that. Real question for women out there who have fake breasts. Can you still make milk? Like, I'm not... Seriously, not making fun of it. Can you make milk with fake boobs? Is it good? Is it dangerous? I don't know. That's weird to me.
Milk underneath this blanket for my baby, Snow.
Is it? Okay, thanks for letting us know.
Who is now 6 months old. I cannot believe that she's growing so fast. Again, not the normal.
Snow. Oh, family vloggers.
Setup, our usual setup. We're in like a transition period right now with stuff that's going on in our life that you guys will know about very soon. Okay, so before I start this video, I have a few announcements I need to let you know. The first one is that right now we're doing a special with my makeup. So
I see. Okay.
A makeup bundle, and if you buy the bundle right now, you get a free hat that says cake. So if you want to do
I like cake.
I know a lot of you guys are dying to hear my story time about how I was married before Travis. I promise you that is coming up.
A real question too. This is interesting to me. Okay, porn stars. What kind of, okay, how do I say this without being rude? What kind of guy marries a porn star? Like, to me, like, call me old fashioned, but I don't want 20 penises inside my wife's body. Or 30 or 100 or whatever it is. Call me crazy, but what a weird world. Not shaming, just a weird world. That's all I'm saying.
So don't think that I forgot. I have a music video that
We go and dissect that one.
is coming out on Friday. So I just want
OMG.
you to know
Who is this lady?
that you are not even ready for this music video.
Oh, my body's ready. Let's dissect that one a little later. Oh, yes. Have I found a gold mine here for reaction videos?
Because it is a rap song, okay?
Oh my gosh, yes! Rapping porn star, my favorite.
Lil Shannon Rose did a rap song. You're welcome for embarrassing myself for your entertainment because, oh my God,
Oh yeah, it'll be fun.
let me just tell you. You're not even ready for this.
Why did you do it then? I guess like this clearly somebody who just needs to be famous and everything. They just couldn't do anything but be famous, and the choice of life she made, hey Sam, and the choice of work she chose was, wow.
It comes out this Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on this channel, so set your alarms.
Don't.
You're not going to want to miss this. It's also super embarrassing and cringy, so be sure to check it out. And
I believe that. I believe that everything you do is probably that.
my second book is coming out very soon, probably at the end of this month.
She writes books.
So definitely stay tuned for that. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Something happened recently to us that I wanted to share.
Did you see that?
I wanted to share with you guys, and I have like live footage of the whole thing, like everything that happened minus like a little bit of it. And I was like definitely going to be filming a story time, putting in the live footage. And then I remembered like a while back I had done a story time with live footage, and I got so much like hate for it, like for putting in footage of something that happened, because this like shows the person's face and everything.
Hey, that sounds familiar, Kendall Rich. I have a question. You're so busy. You need to be feeding your baby and everything, but you have time to do your makeup like that? Is that permanent? Can you tattoo things, I guess? As my teenagers would say. That's sus, bruh.
Well, I decided to leave the live footage out. For one, like obviously I don't
It's likely not true.
want to like invade that person's privacy, but
Nah, if someone actually attempts to kidnap your guy, let's be real, everybody. We talk about this a lot. Put them out there. If you have footage of them doing the thing they're doing, then I have no problem with seeing that and calling them out and getting them arrested. But what these people don't do is only record like the one picture like Kendall took, or the other one who didn't take any pictures, who's a vlogger. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird.
you know,
No, Sam, you can't be up there today.
these things happen, and we tell storytime YouTubers will tell these stories, and like people won't believe us because
Because it's a lie?
the story is so crazy. So then we put in the live footage, and then we get like shit for when we put live footage in because we're invading someone's privacy and it's so rude. Like I had a stalker, and I was totally okay putting this person's like face online because they were harassing me and stalking me, and I got so much hate for that. So
You shouldn't. You got a real life stalker with proof and receipts and all that stuff? Yeah. Why would you get hate for that? I would ignore that hate. Put that out there. You got some creepy dude out there doing the things they're doing. Put it out there. For sure.
I decided to leave the footage out even though we were vlogging this whole time, and there will be a vlog of this. I don't know. It doesn't matter what you do these days. I just feel like every little thing, like people just like nitpick every little thing.
You're on this platform. Welcome.
When you put your life online, and that's just kind of like what we deal with as YouTubers. Enough of me complaining and venting and explaining why I'm not putting the live footage in, but hopefully you guys understand why. Someone tried to take Snow from us. By far
The baby.
most
The baby. Sorry, I'm Canadian. I'm like, you can have the snow. I got tons. Here, take it.
Thing that's happened to me so far, like having a baby. I was not prepared for that at all.
Again, there's so many of these videos out there. Why are these women that vlog targeted? It's so crazy to me that they all of a sudden, they all have cameras on them all the time, and they get people still try to steal their babies. They have a camera with them at all times. I don't think that these people stealing babies are smart enough then. They're like, hey, there's a person with a camera. I'm going to steal a baby. Nope.
Travis and I, in snow, were on 3rd Street Promenade in LA. If you guys have never been there before, it's basically like an outdoor shopping area, and there's like a ton of really cool stores, and there's just tons of people. It's like kind of touristy, but also just like a lot of the locals go there and hang out and shop and everything else.
Thanks, Snow cares.
So I had a music video that I was shooting for, and I had been traveling all over, and I didn't have time to like get outfits, so I like went to 3rd Street, and I'm like, I gotta go get like a bunch of outfits.
I know the problem. Yeah, making music videos, gotta get outfits and things. Narcissist alert.
For this music video, because when you shoot a music video, you shoot like I don't know, I needed like 4 different outfits for like 4 different outfit changes for the music video. I think you guys know what I mean. So I went to 3rd Street, and we had Snow in the stroller. A lot of times, like when we're traveling, whatever, I'll wear her in a carrier. But because like I was shopping and needing to try on clothes and stuff, we decided just to put her in the stroller because we thought it would be easier, and then we can put like bags and stuff underneath the stroller, and you know, it just kind of makes it easier. We were vlogging this whole time, so maybe I'll put in some clips of just like when we were vlogging, so you can kind of see like where we were at and stuff.
Why do people watch this? Why?
We parked in this like garage. Those garages that go up and you like drive around and park in it. We park and we go shopping and everything's great. Like, you know, I'm trying to hurry. We have like literally 2 hours for me to find all my outfits.
Oh, 2 hours. Wow. 2 hours at a mall for me, I'm like, that's a long time. You only have 2 hours? Okay.
So if you watch that music video, just know I found majority of those outfits in like 2 hours.
Oh, miracle. It's a miracle. You're amazing.
Back to the parking garage, and you have to you get like these little tickets, and you have to put the ticket like into this machine so it can read how long you've been parked there, and then it charges you by like the time. Or
we've been to a parking garage. Thank you. Thanks, Tips. I hope this is part of the story. If it's not, I'm going to be upset.
Hour. There's a parking attendant that like works there, so we go and like we walk in. This man like stops by. I'm pushing the stroller at this point, and Travis like goes to take the little ticket and is, you know, reading to figure out like how it works, whatever, and he's like walking over to it and like the ticket machine, and
I could never ever sit down and talk with this person in real life.
So, and this guy comes around and he's like, you know, looking down at Snow. I don't think anything of it because a lot of people like stop and look at babies, right? Like they're cute. And it happens a lot. Like people are like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Or like they want to look at the baby, you know, like,
oh my gosh, your baby's cute. Have I seen you somewhere before on the internet somewhere? Ugh. I'd be more interested in her story if she told me like life is like, and maybe she does have a lot of those videos. I haven't seen them yet, but like, the new life after PRN. I don't know. Like, it just feels like if so many guys can just Google you into every carnal position ever possible, I just feel like that's a lot out there for the world. It'd be interesting to understand her self-image and her, if she has any, you know, mental illnesses or any anxiety and things like that have happened because of that. Maybe I will read her book. But if it's like this, it's going to be a hard read.
I don't think anything of it. I'm just like, whatever. And then Travis, I guess, had noticed or like seen this guy like walk over to us and like was like looking at Snow, and Travis was like, Shannon, look alive. And I was like, okay, so like I'm
like, what do you mean? Like more blush? What do you mean? I'm alive, I'm breathing.
Thinking maybe he doesn't like this guy looking at Snow, so I like look at him, and you guys like, he doesn't, he's a big guy, but he doesn't, this is the thing, he doesn't look homeless.
Here's this profiling that goes on. Well, he didn't look homeless, so I was cool with it. Like, oh my God. They're so tone deaf when it comes. These privileged people are so tone deaf.
And I know that that sounds really bad, but like in LA and especially Santa Monica, like where this was, there's a lot of homeless people around there. And, you know,
Okay.
it's really, like, it's sad because a lot of the homeless people are mentally ill, or, you know, and they're self-medicating, so they're on drugs and alcohol, or again, just mentally ill and can be, you know, like a danger to themselves or to others. A lot of schizophrenic people are very dangerous, and
She put the thing, not a lot, but some. Have you ever thought about just not being homeless? Have you ever thought about just going to get a home? That's what we did. They shouldn't talk about this stuff. Privileged people should not talk about the things that they don't understand.
just people on drugs can be like, you know, have hallucinations and all kinds of things, and they think people are trying to kill them, and like, they're basically, what I'm trying to say is like,
Please.
these people are very dangerous.
These people. This is why, okay, we can get into this another time, but homeless people have hard enough lives already. When you have influencers that are here talking about how homeless people are dangerous, then that's why they get more stigmas attached to them. Okay, yeah, some people might be dangerous, but don't just blanket statement homeless people are dangerous. Okay, a lot of people out there against their will, they don't know, didn't have anywhere else to go, they have mental illnesses, not necessarily dangerous at all. I've met tons of homeless people that aren't dangerous at all. I was homeless for a little while. What a douche.
Be around, or can be, I should say. So I kind of am a little bit more on high alert when there's homeless people around, especially around my baby. But this person didn't look homeless, so that's why I'm
You didn't have to say any of that at all. Just could have said this person just looked normal. I get it, though. You need 20-minute video.
saying that. So I didn't think anything of it, but he had been standing there for a while, and he was looking at snow, and so then I started to get uncomfortable.
You know, I've noticed with these stories, I have so much intricate detail about the story and how they're felt at the moment and blah, blah, blah.
Pushed like the stroller closer to Travis because we were kind of far apart because I was waiting for him to finish doing the little ticket thing. And he wasn't doing the ticket thing. He was just staring at me like, you know, like, get away from this guy or whatever. And so I pushed the stroller like away from the guy, and the guy like followed me and then came even closer and started shouting at Snow and saying, what's wrong with the baby? What's wrong with the baby? And that's like when my heart like kind of sank, because I realized, okay, this person, whether he looks homeless or not, is not okay mentally. And I realized that because it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like, is your baby okay? Like, it was like this, you just know, like, the whole situation, maybe you had to be there, but like,
This one, when she lies, she plays with her necklaces.
knew, like, okay, this person is not in their right mind, and now I'm scared, because, you know, I don't want him like hurting my baby. And it was, we were kind of cornered in, like I couldn't get out. We were in like an area that was like, there was no getting out of there. So for those of you guys that don't know, my baby was born with a hemangioma. It's kind of like a red birthmark. People call them like strawberry marks, or I don't know, something like that. Hers is on the top of her head. You know, I can understand people thinking like, oh, like she might have fell and hit her head or something, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like a sort of like birthmark, or I don't know, I guess it can look like kind of scary to some people or abnormal, but you know, most people in their right mind are not going to start shouting at a baby and saying what's wrong with the baby like that, like multiple times, like very loud.
You turn in this story about some crazy guy who, I'm sure it happened, into this 20-minute like insane explanation why I had to say this crazy guy yelled at my baby. That's it. And it was creepy. And it happens in weird places.
And it scared Snow, and she started crying like when this guy was shouting at her, and immediately like I panicked, and the parking attendant was right there, and he heard the guy, and immediately he told the man, you need to get out of my parking garage.
I'm sorry. This lady's husband is right there. If I am in a parking garage, probably 2 or 3 feet away, she sounds like they're about maybe 2 or 3 meters away, okay? This guy yells at your baby, the parking attendant steps up and does something about it. I would break that guy's neck. Where's this dad in this whole situation? What's he doing? This is the way she's explained this thing. She's talking about like it's taken 20 minutes. I know it's probably happened in a matter of like a minute, But why is the dad not? Where's he?
And that's when I realized, like, this guy was maybe homeless, even though he didn't look homeless, because he was like, I told you you could just come in here to use the restroom. Now you need to leave. And he was, like, yelling at the guy to leave us alone and to get out of the parking garage area because he was no longer welcome there. I tell Travis, I said, Travis, come get Snow. Because he was still, like, you know, a little ways away, and I don't know, I think he panicked also, even though he'll never admit it.
It's not adding up. I'm sorry. He's like, look alive, I see you die. The guy screams, he's still over there? I'm sorry, instinct kicks in. Okay, what kind of dude? The guy looks like his husband, I think he looks like a big dude. Like, he doesn't look like a tiny guy. What's going on here?
Said, Travis, come get Snow. The homeless man, I don't know if he's homeless. I don't want to call him homeless because I don't know if he was or not, but, like, the mentally ill man.
You could just say the man. You just have to. You could just say the guy that did the thing. She's trying to attach a stigma or attach him to something so that she could say, look how bad he was. Just say the dude. The dude was like crazy.
Kept yelling at Snow and saying, what's wrong with the baby? What's wrong with the baby? And I think he was looking at the hemangioma on her head and thinking there was something wrong with her. And I kept telling him, she's fine. It's just a birthmark. She's fine. And he was, like, not listening to me, and
check the necklace.
I kept yelling at Travis, Travis, please come get Snow, because I would not.
This is the third time she said to come get the baby. I'm scared of this guy screaming in my baby's face, and Travis is not coming to get the baby. Big nope. That's a big ass lie.
Be able to, like, pick her up and like, you know, to get her away from the man because we were, like, cornered in. It was just, like, so chaotic, you guys, and everything happened so fast. I was so unprepared for what was about to happen next that, like I almost, like, froze for, like, don't worry, it only froze for, like, a split second, and then, well, I'll tell you what happened.
Please tell me what happened.
So he keeps shouting at her. She's screaming, crying. She's scared.
Yes, you said it 3 times.
I'm scared. Travis is sitting there like, what is Travis doing? I kept yelling at Travis to hurry.
Travis is useless. We got that too.
Up and get Snow and pick her up and go away from the situation. That is when the man went and grabbed Snow out of the stroller because she wasn't, like, buckled into the stroller. We were not prepared.
Kids are always buckled into strollers. I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't know any parent who'd never put their kid in a stroller without being buckled. There's no way that happens. Specifically, if you're in, like, a parking garage and you're going around, there's cars everywhere. You didn't buckle your kid into this car seat? Don't believe you.
Or something like this. This man went in and grabbed Snow, and that is when Mama Bear instincts came in, and I ripped his hands off of her, and I shoved him as hard as I could. And this guy's huge, by the way, but my adrenaline took over, and I was like, oh, hell to the no, you are not taking my kid. You must be out of your damn mind. First of all, anybody is going to, like, freak out if someone goes to grab their kid, especially...
Yeah, especially the husband. Where is he?
That's, like, mentally ill. Not only that, but, like, the parking garage guy was there, and, like, there's 2 guys. And
not adding up.
I'm here by myself, like, having to, like, shove this guy out of the way, and he's trying to grab my baby.
Sorry. It sounds like the parking guy's right there, too, telling the guy to leave. The husband's not 5 feet from them, and she's... There's too much vlogging world BS that they're padding the story. Has to be.
And, like, you know, snatch my baby up. And any mom or parent would, like, freak out, right? But, like... You
think? Any dad would... I'd be over there. I would literally destroy this person if they touched my child. Like, it wouldn't... I would be rage. I would just be seeing red. I don't even know what I would do.
It took me years and years and years to have this baby. And if you guys have followed our journey, you know, like, I went through IVF, like... I had ectopic pregnancies, I had emergency surgeries, like, I went through hell and back to have this baby, and no one is about to be snatching my baby.
Not a good enough reason to be like, I worked really hard and paid a lot for surgeries for this baby. I paid a lot of money for this baby. That's what she's projecting here. Does that sound a little bit weird to you? That's a little weird. You could just say it's my baby. You don't have to say that you paid a lot for it. Okay, that's a little bit weird. That feels a little bit icky to me. That it feels like that they did this for their YouTube channel. Like, I don't know a lot about her story. I'm obviously going to dive in. But it sounds like they did this for the views. I mean, This is definitely going to be an interesting wormhole to go down, Shannon Rose.
From me, something came over me that, like, you better watch out. And it's a really, really good thing that, like, that I was able to, like, get his hands off of her and get her back, because if not, and he tried to take my baby, I probably would have, like, ended up killing this guy.
It sounds like he had the baby in his hands. So you should have done that.
Like, with my bare hands. And I know that you think, like, oh, Shannon, you're so little, like, you probably couldn't do that. Trust me, like, don't underestimate the way that somebody looks. Hold on, I gotta check this and make sure my...
OMG, you can just edit that out. You can edit that out. Unbelievable. Here's my life-threatening baby kidnapping story. Oh, let me check my boobs.
My boobs are still pumping milk. Okay, we're good.
This is ridiculous. This is a parody of itself.
So yeah, that's what happened. And then, like, I got in this huge fight. So finally the parking attendant, like, made the guy leave. I got footage of this guy. Obviously, like, when this was happening, the camera, the last thing I was thinking of was to film this.
Obviously.
Because I was, like, freaking out. But I did get footage, like, before and after this all happened. And I got footage of what the guy looked like.
I hope she filed a police report, and you know that there's cameras in a parking garage, especially at a high-end mall.
So I'm not going to put that reasons, like I said and mentioned before at the beginning of this video, because people, you know, I don't want to invade this guy's privacy and all.
Doesn't matter. You don't get privacy if you actually did the thing that she's saying. There's no privacy there. Put this guy in prison.
So, like, I don't
That's dumb. Something's not adding up, for sure.
People to get mad at me for putting this up, but
Who cares if people can get mad at you? If you literally think this happened and you have proof of it, put it up. This is BS.
or putting live footage up. But, like, the parking
It's not live footage. Do you know what the difference between live footage and just normal recorded footage?
garage guy, like, obviously was like, get out of here, and, like, you know, was, like, trying to, like, come to help, but, like, it was too late by anyone was trying to, like, help
Is anybody believing this? There's no way.
me in this situation. And even Travis, I got really pissed because, like, during this point, I was like, Travis, get the baby, and he was like, I'm getting the parking ticket, and I think
Travis. Really? Get the baby from the kidnapper. I am paying parking. You know how expensive this is? I got to put the card in and stuff. This is not true. No way.
he was panicking while this was going on, and he was thinking, like, I need to hurry up and get the parking ticket so we can get out of here, like, drive out of here. But, like, that was, like, way down the line. Like, I was not thinking about that. I was thinking about, like, you know, we need to get...
Something tells me that she overreacted to something. Maybe this guy was being a little bit... There's a lot of guys who yell and stuff. Like, I get that. You go anywhere downtown, you're going to find this type of person, right? It happens. I grew up in a small town. The guy was called Sheriff Dumpster. And he was the sheriff of the town. He had a sheriff badge on. He screamed at people nowhere. But it sounds like it didn't happen the way she says it happened. He was probably just like, oh, chill, he's just being a crazy guy. It didn't happen the way she said it. There's no way.
our baby away from this man, and we were, like, cornered in this, like, in the corner of this, like, parking garage thing where the meter, you know, where you try to get this. And so Travis didn't listen to me and was, like, trying to freaking pay for our parking.
Nope.
Like, in the midst of this happening, and I was livid. Let me just tell you, he heard it from me. Like, I was, like, screaming at him after this happened, like, if I ever tell you and we're in a situation like this and I ever tell you to grab the...
No, because she's lying, because Travis was the one that said, heads up, you know, look alive, or whatever he said. And then if this all really went down the way she said it went down, there's just no way. No way a guy says, I have to pay for parking. I'll catch the baby in a minute. There's just no way a human, no matter what human, that doesn't go down that way. She's such a liar.
You better grab the baby and stop what you're doing. Are you crazy? Like, you are not thinking straight. You know, like, all these things. I was basically, like, yelling at him. I have footage of all of that, too.
I know. We'll cover that one soon.
Maybe I'll put it on Patreon. I don't think YouTube can handle it. You know, it would...
Can you imagine vlogging yelling at your spouse? Can you imagine that? That's what your life is? There's no way this woman is fun to live with.
Just, honestly, you guys, like...
And if she's right about her little husband, there's no way that that's a dude. Like, you don't... Unbelievable.
I'm on alert for certain things, especially in LA, because, you know, crazy stuff happens there all the time. I was born and raised there. I know this, but I was not prepared for someone trying to snatch up my baby. And so I am going to be, like, extra vigilant. And
did you call the police? Did anybody call the police? Did the Did the parking attendant call the police? Did anybody call the police? When someone tries to snatch your baby, you call the police. This is the third video where we talked about it. When we don't have proof yet of Kendall filing a police report, we're actually looking to, I filed for the court documents. I'm looking for it. When you're in a situation, call the police. If someone were to break into their house, the first thing you do is call the police. So if someone, they'll call the police no matter what. It's weaponized. They call the police and they know what's going to happen. Why would you not call the police for this situation?
Like, just super careful now when I'm out in public, no matter where I am. Like, when people come up to like snow now because of that experience. Like, I will not let people hold her, like strangers, you know what I mean?
You would let strangers hold her normally before this happened? Doubt it.
Like, or like, for instance, if someone came up and was like, oh my god, your baby's so cute, like, can I hold her? I would be like, no.
Nobody does that.
Sorry, you know, like,
Nobody does that.
I've lost all trust in public when it comes to snow. Like, I don't want to put her in danger like that, and you just...
Why snow? Really?
Never know people's intentions, even if they look totally normal, like this guy did. So, yeah, like I said, I'm just super careful with her now, and I bought, like, this extra stuff, like the things that go over the car seat now, so, like, people can't, like, see her. And I know it sounds crazy, but until you've, like, had to experience something like this, you know, you don't think about that or whatever, but, yeah, I'm, like, super paranoid.
Is it me? Is her nostrils off? Like the one's bigger than the other. The plastic surgeon didn't do a good job.
Paranoid now, and it wasn't like, you know, a normal in their right mind person. It was somebody like dangerous and like
I can't unsee it now.
Would have like really hurt her, or you know, or worse. So anyway, that is the story of...
That story. Didn't call the cops, didn't file a report, nothing. You're just gonna leave it there? I saw the video she did where she showed him walking out of the parking garage. She blurred him out. It looked like he was just walking normally. Maybe I half believe this story. I half believe some crazy guy probably came up and screamed. I've seen that happen all the time. Although I definitely would make sure that if it happened to my kid, I'd be like, I would push his face out. I would do that. But that's crazy.
How someone tried to steal my baby. I hope that no one else has had to like go through something like this before, because it's really, really scary. Just be careful if you have a baby or you know someone that does. Just maybe share this story with them and let them know that
really
that they should be careful, because even in
here's the wisdom of these family vlogger moms is astounding. Watch your baby. Oh my god, it's always the same thing. Why do they make this content? When Kendall Rich did this, she got 5 million views. Then they all just did it.
Situations where your kind of guard is down, or people look totally normal and you don't think that they're going to harm your baby in any way. You never know. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just be super careful with your baby. Keep them close to you when you're out in public, and because you never know what could happen. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video.
I hope you enjoyed it. Are you serious? Yeah, we enjoyed the story of your baby almost being kidnapped. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Enjoyed your... This person is a parody, right? She's joking. She's trolling people, right? This is not real.
If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let me know down in the comment section below what kind of video you guys want to see next. I am sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in the next video.
Oh, got your love and positive energy. Got it. Thanks. This is not cool. Well, holy crap. That was a story and half of it was mostly lies. I bet you at all. Now, we're gonna follow that up, because she did do a video where she was yelling at him in the car, and they had a big fight about it, so we're going to dive into that a little bit. But this is my first foray into Channon Rose, and I definitely think I found a gold mine of content here. There's so much to uncover. I definitely might have to read her book just to kind of hear her story. I'm really interested about this world after for these women, and the fact that she said something like, you know, I paid a lot for my baby. I went through so many surgeries and all these things. That baby is worth millions or whatever. That to me was like, hey, you could have just said it's my baby. Didn't have to say anything about how you got the baby, how it was conceived, or anything like that, how you bought it, whatever. Just could have said all that stuff. That's really weird to me. What a weird vlogger. This is a weird one. Gonna have some fun with this. Not too much snark there, because I was like, what? Huh? Micah's the only one I can really snark to. I gotta find some more people like her. Ugh. I'm sure I can do with Kendall. But I can't do too many. Gotta make sure I'm TOS, covering TOS and getting in there. Thanks for watching today's video, everybody. I really appreciate you. Thanks for continuing to support this channel. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that's how my voice grows. That's an amazing thing you could do for me. I really appreciate that if you did. You can support me by buying me a coffee on Ko-Fi. It's a great way to support me on this channel if you'd like to. You don't have to, but definitely follow me on Instagram. But make sure you do all those things, and make sure you have a great day. Hope you laughed at this one a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I got to do more funny ones. They make me feel better. So it's good for the soul to make fun of people. I was thinking about doing TikTok cringe videos, and then I'm like, I started watching them, and I was like, ooh, I have a visible response to cringe. Maybe I'll do one so you can see it, but it makes me like, ugh. And it's hard to do the cringy ones without making fun of the person, you know what I mean? Like, without often it's their looks and stuff, so. But it's like people watching. Maybe I'll try one. Should I? Leave a comment below if you'd like me to do cringe TikToks. I don't know. It's because it's the Snark channel. We're having some fun over here. This isn't necessarily all about family vloggers. We can have a lot of fun over here. Make sure you head over to the Dad Challenge podcast and subscribe if you have not. That's where all the, that's where all the real stuff goes down. Head over to Rumble and make sure you do all those things and have yourself an incredible day. And if you're gonna pump your boobs, just wait till you're done to do vlogging. Cool? All right. See you.